Hi, welcome back to Rohrich Knows. We are so excited today. We have a special guest that's going to tell us all about the world of skincare and science-based skincare. So Maria, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Maria is an amazing woman. She's the CEO of this unique Dallas-based company of Revision Skincare. And we talk a lot about, looking your best and being your best with surgery, but we really want to really do things that actually you can do at home. And everybody is confused about what really is the best skincare. So we're going to get into that, and I'm going to talk a little about the favorite skincare products I use intermittently. So Maria, welcome. Tell me a little bit about yourself. I know you're not a Dallasite, so.
No, I think my accent will probably give that away. So my name is Maria. I'm born and raised in Sweden, so far north in Europe, in the Scandinavian countries. So I speak Swinglish, so I hope that everybody will understand what I'm saying.
She speaks better English than I do. So.
I do not.
Okay.
But I've been in life science my entire career, so 25 plus years, and I'm just fascinated by life science. I've done a lot in pharmaceuticals, more than 20 years in pharmaceuticals. I was, for a while, the CEO of QMed, which is a Restylane company.
Right.
That was my first entrance to aesthetics. Went back to pharma, but I am so fascinated by skin, and being on the medical derm side, you start to wonder what can be done before you actually get skin conditions. And that took me to Revision Skincare 6 years ago.
Right. So you were in pharma, and then of course, the Restylane, which is actually was the first filler that was approved in the United States, I think in 2004 or something.
Something like that.
And and then the quantum leap to skincare, and then Revision, and that Revision brought you to Dallas, right?
Correct. And I think you said it very well. So you can do magical things with surgery, but it's like you're renovating your amazing house and then you don't paint it. Nobody sees it.
Right.
So I think how I'm looking at skin, it is the biggest organ we have, but I always look at skin, it's our armor. It's what's going to protect us to the world and everything that we are facing every day. So I did not take care of my skin in my 20s, and I would say not even in my 30s. And now I'm paying for it. But what's fascinating is it's never too late to actually really support your skin and skin health, and it's going to help me for the rest of my life. So I have a genuine passion for skin health, and that's what took me to Revision.
So tell me about Revision Skincare. The name is very unique too. So why is your company so different than all the other companies out there, and why should, tell us about that?
I think, okay, if we start with skincare, there are about 25,000 skincare brands in the world. 25,000 skincare brands. That's a lot. So how do you stand out? And I think there are many good skincare brands, don't get me wrong, but I think what Revision is built on is true science. Coming from pharmaceuticals, I'm looking at a lot like you look at pharma. So when we develop our drugs, skincare, it's not drugs, but we do clinical research as you would do for pharmaceutical, meaning
which is very rare in skincare, by the way.
It's almost unheard of.
Exactly.
But I feel that's our mission. So we develop, and I can get into the development, how we're thinking about it, but it's not just enough to say you have a good product, you actually have to prove it.
Right.
And how we prove it is like you do when you apply for a drug and what FDA approval. So we double-blinded, placebo-controlled, randomized.
Which you don't have to do, by the way, because you're a cosmeceutical.
No, you don't have to do any of this. But I think today that consumers and professionals are very well educated, very knowledgeable and discerning. And I think, why not? If you can prove it out, why wouldn't you do it? Why would you just put all the money into marketing instead of actually the clinical research? So we have flipped that. So you don't see as much marketing from us. Sometimes that may be a disadvantage for us, but we put all our efforts into the development and the research.
Yeah, and really, I only have people on the show that either I really, really like and respect, and also the products that I use, and of course, it's all three of those, because your company is great, and I love what your company does, and the science, of course, as a plastic surgeon and past editor of our journal, I like to see science, and it is rare to see that in skincare. So, give us an example of one of your development of your skincare products, because that's really been always fascinating to me. That really kind of turned the light on to me to use Revision.
I actually know that this happened to be one product that you like, so I will use that as an example. So We have a product called Revox Line Relaxer. And what is that? So everybody knows what Botox is, right?
Right.
We're very familiar with toxins. This is not Botox in a bottle. But
No.
what you can do with skincare today, there are bioavailable peptides that are actually communicators in the skin. So we formulated a product that would complement an injection where you can't do it. So there are actually 8 different peptides, and they act like almost like a broken, if you think about it, now it's very scientific, but a peptide is basically a broken protein chain. And if you put something in the body, they want to heal it.
Right.
So then it starts communicating,
Right.
and it slows down
Yep.
the muscles. So what we did to prove it out was we did a standalone study when we're only looking at the product. So you basically, you use the product, you don't. But then we also did it in pairing with a toxin. And then we do split phase.
Right.
You can't fake that, right?
I
you
love that.
You get Botox on both sides, and then you get the product. The provider doesn't know which side is the active product and which is a placebo, and then you measure it. And we could measure a statistically significant difference. Nobody has done that in our
Right.
space.
And I actually didn't believe it, and it works. I mean, I love this. I love this. And, it really just makes your neuromodulator, Botox is generic, obviously, makes it look better and last longer. And I've done it. It's amazing, and it's so easy. It's brilliant. Was that your idea? No.
No, I would say that I give all the credit to our scientists when it comes to formulations, what can be done,
Okay.
and they are searching the word for technologies.
Right.
But how to use it, absolutely, is a teamwork.
Yeah. So tell me also. So okay, science-based skincare, but so how do you formulate skincare today? And this is done in the USA, correct? Or?
It's done here. So
in
where we
Big
are
D.
right now is literally 15 minutes away from where we're recording this. So all the development, all the manufacturing, and then the headquarters are based here in Dallas. How you do that, I think every company has a formulation philosophy. What do you believe in?
Right.
Supports whatever you want to accomplish. Our skincare line is very, very efficacious, but we have developed everything to be very tolerable. Because if something is too difficult to use, you won't use it.
And it's compatible with most types of skin, right? So it's not irritating. That's what I like about it. It's very smooth.
And that's much harder. It's not difficult to make something that is irritating. And I'll give you an example. And this is chemistry. So
Yeah.
if you would ask any formulator, can you do something that is neutral with pH on the skin? It's like, that's difficult because a lot of ingredients are very acidic or very
Right.
basic. So we don't take the easy path, but all of our products are skin pH neutral, meaning they don't compromise the skin. They don't stress the skin. If you put something like lemon on your skin's going to be like, oh, what's happening? It's
Right.
acidic. That's our formulation philosophy. Not every company is doing that. Another one I'll give you, to have something penetrate, because the skin, again, is our barrier, it's not supposed to penetrate the skin.
Right. That's hard to do.
It's hard to do. If you put water on your skin, it's not supposed to, go into your skin. So one way to do that is to add alcohol, because alcohol helps something penetrate.
Right.
But alcohol is also a stressor. It stresses the skin every day. It ruins, or it impacts your microbiome. So that's another pillar we have. We don't formulate with alcohol. It's harder.
Right, it is.
And pH neutral, it's harder. We have a lot of things that we don't put in, like parabens. We don't have parabens in our products.
Right.
But sometimes it's so focused on what you put in, you also need to look at what do you not put in and what is your formulation.
Yeah, so things that are safe, environmentally friendly, and that don't irritate your skin. Yeah, I mean,
It's like if you give me an exercise that is too hard at the gym and I do it once and I didn't like it, I will never do it again, right? It
Right.
has to be something that I do every day, and we want people to stay on our product for their entire life.
okay. So what do you use? I mean, your skin actually, I know you said your skin is ruined, but I tell you, it looks phenomenal. I mean, and you're very, very fair skin, so I think you look amazing. So what's your daily regimen that you use?
So I'll tell you a story. So when I joined the company, I wasn't joking. I was not very good at taking care of my skin. And being Swedish, we love the sun because we don't see it that often.
I was going to say.
So as soon as it gets out, we up there, and I did all the stupid things with the oil on my body, etc.
Yep.
when I was younger. So I had a lot of sun damage. When I joined the company, I was educated on all of the products, and I was recommended a regimen of 8 products. It's like, this is too much for me. I cannot do that.
Great.
So I narrowed down to 3. So I started with 3, and now I'm probably up to 8. But the most transformation for my skin has been our C+ correcting complex. It's an antioxidant, but
Right.
it's also helping you protect from blue lights, from sun, from pollution.
And this is vitamin C. Vitamin C is a great antioxidant. Other companies make it, but yours is different.
Ours is different.
Yeah,
it goes back again to that.
I know.
It's different because it's not acidic. It's more efficacious. It penetrates better. It's called THD, ascorbate. The problem with that is 20 times more expensive than L-ascorbic acid.
Really?
So that's why we're putting our money into the product instead of
into marketing.
And that's why I think we're the only one that has this concentration. It's a very, very unique product, but it's not only THD, it has other components as well. But that one is a must. I cannot live without it.
Yeah, it's an antioxidant, especially those of us who live in Texas, because we need every antioxidant because we have a lot of sun here in Texas.
A lot of sun, but not only that. I'm on my phone more than I want to admit, and the blue light is also actually you protect from blue lights as well.
Does it really? Mm-hmm. I actually.
And we have studies on that.
I didn't know that.
Amazing. It's
really
amazing. Yep.
Well,
so
it's
a very comprehensive product. So that is a must in my regimen. So I always do that. I always do an SPF, back again to the sun, so IntelliShade. We have different ones.
I know that. It's great.
True Physical is a non-chemical, very, very efficacious.
No paraben,
But it's not only an SPF, it's all the anti-aging and actually moisturizing properties. And now my new baby, it's our newest product, it's called DEJ Daily Boosting Serum.
Yes, I love it.
Now I cannot live without that one.
So tell us about that. Actually, I just started using it recently. It's phenomenal. So.
Do I have more than 10 seconds?
Oh, okay. God, yes.
Because I have to tell you the story behind that product. So this product has been in development. This is something I think makes us different too. If you have everything in-house, you don't need to settle.
Right.
If you outsource your development, you normally need to, after 3 iterations, you basically need to say, okay, this is it.
Right.
So we've been working on this product for more than 5 years. And it came from a brilliant scientist. He's a pediatric neurologist, actually a double specialist. And he was looking at brain damage and Alzheimer's. It came out of Alzheimer research because when we are developed, the fetus, the skin and the brain comes actually from the same place. So that's where it came from. But then he realized this has properties for the skin. So could this also be an anti-aging skin product? So we met him many, many years ago. His name is Dr. Pettigrew, and then we were working on this product. So what it does is really helping with glow, and it's boosting skin fatigue, because guess what? The skin gets very tired, and it's impacting, if you remember, but I had to refresh my memory from biology in school, in the cell, the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell.
Right.
So it's directly impacting the energy in the cell, and we can even measure that. There are technology today, so we can measure and see how it lights up, because this product is increasing energy.
So it enhances mitochondrial function and stuff? Well,
it increases the energy, and then it increases everything. So it's now become a pillar for me in, I would say, I put it everywhere.
Okay, so it's basically, it's your sunscreen, and of course it's your, so the mitochondrial boosting serum, and of course the antioxidant. What about retinols today? People talk a lot about them, and it's kind of one of the top 5 things people use. So tell us about retinols.
That's my night regimen. So I always put a retinol before I go to bed. I think the problem with retinols is that they aren't always tolerable, and people give up on them.
Yep.
So they start for a little while, and then like, no, I can't do this. So you need to titrate up. You need to start slow. But retinol is also different. Some retinols are buffered, and they're less irritating. And then you can also combine it with other ingredients that is helping that. So our retinols have bakuchiol, and bakuchiol is actually helping with the inflammatory response from retinol. So it becomes more tolerable.
So it's more tolerable, but it's as effective?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Actually, it's even, the bakuchiol is actually boosting retinol. So I use 0.5 or 1.0% of retinol, and I can tolerate.
That's pretty amazing, because you have very fair skin. And did you work up to that, or?
I did. I started with 0.5 like every 3rd day, and then every 2nd day, but now I use it every day.
Wow.
So, and I love it.
That's amazing. Yeah, and then you do that at night?
Only at night.
Okay.
Never in the morning.
Yeah.
No retinols in the morning.
Right. I agree. Yeah. So I think that's an incredible regimen. And those are the 4 products you use every day? Or?
That's the base. But then you want to take it to the next level. So Revox Line Relaxer, I use that too.
Of course.
Around my mouth, around my eyes, everywhere where it's hard to use the toxin. So that's added. I use DEJ Night, which is a night cream that actually also has retinol in it.
Right.
And I use Body Firm. I'm addicted to Body Firm.
Yeah, so tell us about that, because I know about Nectarfirm, and then tell us about Body Firm. So tell us, what is that? Why is that so different and actually really impressive, and it works?
It started with Nectarfirm. So Revision was the first company actually putting a neck cream that really worked. It's firming and it's helping with the adipose tissue and all that. And then we learned that people were using the big pro size that you can find
on their body.
On their body.
Oh, really?
However, the skin on your neck and on your body is very different.
Very
you have
different.
much thicker skin on your body.
Right.
So we took the base of Nectarfirm, but actually adjusted it to a Body Firm product that is penetrating more. There's a little bit of exfoliation in it, so you can use it everywhere. And I'm not joking. I'm literally using it from my feet all the way up to
Do
here.
you really?
Yes.
That's great. So tell us, what's the active ingredient? Because so many companies, by the way, are actually have taken a lot of what you've done, and they've done it differently. But so tell us, yours is so different.
So as all of our products, many of our products, we have a lot of peptides. But peptides isn't just...
it's another buzzword today, but why are your peptides different?
So this is the thing. A peptide, now I'm the chemist in me, and I'm not a chemist, but peptides are very big molecules,
right.
And it's hard to penetrate the skin with something that's really big. So a lot of peptides aren't bioavailable, meaning they basically almost jump off your skin. They don't really penetrate.
Right.
There was a group many years ago, and we were the first company bringing this to the US, that realized if you add a little group of fatty acid, because the skin likes fat, and like, welcome, come in here, you can get the peptides to become bioavailable. So that was a breakthrough.
Right.
And we actually are grandfathered into the patent of that in the US. So we were the first company to bring bioavailable peptides. So Nectarfirm is based on peptides, but then we also have antioxidants, we have firming ingredients, etc. So it's a very comprehensive, and all of our product, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, when you're going to explain it, has a multi-pathway, so we don't just zoom in on one thing.
Right.
We zoom in almost like a 360, and everybody's different, and we want to guarantee a result with our products, so that's why we have all these pathways in a blend. And that's difficult to formulate, and that's why I'm so proud of the formulators we have. They are literally the best to make that happen. So Body Firm was an extension of that.
Right.
And Body Firm does the same. Firming, but also crepey skin.
Right.
And back to my son-loving years, that's a thing that I need help with.
And we're going to show you photos of that. It's pretty dramatic, the results from Body Firm and Nectarfirm. So we'll show you that too. But so in summarizing, Maria, so, Revision SkinCare is an amazing, first of all, they do the science, they're science-based, and what they say really works, and it's safe, it's environmentally sound. All that stuff, which I know a lot of skincare companies talk about it, but then when you look behind the curtain, it's kind of empty, right? And isn't that frustrating to you? Because these are some companies that are so much bigger, but it's frustrating because when you pull back the curtain on some of these companies, and I won't mention them, but they're big names, and you go, wow, that wasn't very impressive.
It is frustrating, and I would ask all of our colleagues in at least the professional skincare physician dispense skincare to raise the bar, because I think it's very special. If you go see a provider, if you go see you or a dermatologist or anybody educated, you better get a really good product that works. So I think it's almost our obligation to do better research. We talk about at Revision, no more secret science, because to your point, we have so much science that we haven't been able to get out there. So that's our problem, and we want to get the word out. And how do you actually measure efficacy in a skincare product? There's so many things you can do. It's not just the before and after picture. You need to look with ultrasounds. You have different ways of measuring what's happening under the surface, because that's where you get the effect. So there's no reason today to say that you can't do research. Everybody should, but we're trying to take the lead.
Yeah, no, I think you definitely you've set a high bar, and I think other skincare companies are going, wow, I don't know if we can do that, because you have the science, and I think that's amazing. So
it's an investment. You have to invest in it.
Right, and if you do good things and have good products, eventually it does pay off. But you're right. People need to hear about this amazing your amazing products and your amazing company. And I think led by you.
Oh, thank you.
You've been an amazing CEO. So tell us, okay, in summarizing, what are the take-home for our consumers, the take-home messages for finding your best skincare? And then how do they get Revision? I mean, I know we sell it. I mean, we use it because in our practices in plastic surgery and dermatology. But so tell us a little bit about how you get it, and then I want you to tell us what are the key things you should take home.
So first of all, how do you get it? Either you go buy it in a practice, or you can go on revisionskincare.com.
Right.
And when you check out, you're actually going to select Dr. Rohrich,
Yeah.
and then so we know who can we thank for this.
Okay.
So there is a loop back to the provider. That's my best recommendation.
Right.
So you can also, there are some partners we have online, but I would highly recommend people to go to a provider or our website,
Right.
because you know it's legit. And the problem in our industry with high-end products, there is counterfeit out there, and there is a lot of diversion, and you don't even know if it's a real product. So always make sure to buy it from an authorized seller. That's my strong advice.
Right.
So you get the real deal.
Get the real deal from Revision Skincare.
Yep.
Okay, and then so take-home message for our viewers about skincare. Know before you go, Maria. I mean, I know you've told me. I mean, I love this because I'm a science guy. I'm a physician, but somebody who's just looking to get good skincare and not just going to Neiman Marcus and trying to find something that's really expensive in a nice jar, because usually if the jar is really expensive, the stuff inside isn't.
Correct.
In general. And I love Neiman Marcus, by the way.
Well, what I think the best guidance is ABC in skincare, and now we have said ABC plus E. I'll get to that. So the A, it's in vitamin A. So you need some kind of retinol, and you need someone that you will tolerate. You have to tolerate it, otherwise it's just wasted money.
Right.
So that's one. The B is the broad spectrum SPF.
Right.
I use IntelliShade instead of even a foundation, so I only use that. That's my
Right.
only makeup, because I get everything. We have multiple tinted versions. So that's the B, and then the C, vitamin C, an
Right.
antioxidant.
Right.
Now we have added E, which is energy.
Energy.
Which is the boosting.
The boosting serum.
Because
yeah.
it's boosting everything. And I actually can tell my skin sometimes is very tired. I get
Yep.
skin fatigue. I didn't even know what it is. Now I know what it is.
Yep.
That's my best recommendation, A, B, C, E. Then if
Start
you want
with
to
that.
extend it to my neck, my hands, my body, around the eyes. A good eye cream, DJI, is another one of my absolute favorites. But I would start somewhere,
Right.
and instead invest in perhaps just one good product, then spread it out on mediocre products.
Right. No, I like that. And then, of course, cover the bases. The vitamin A, which is retinols, sunscreen, of course, an antioxidant, especially in Texas, and then all the other things. Of course, I like Reeboks.
That's a must.
Especially-
It's like a filter. It's like you put on a filter in real life.
Right.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's awesome. So, Maria, thank you so much. That was awesome. I mean, I can tell you, and please leave us your comments about what you'd like to know about Revision Skincare or any other questions that we didn't answer. These are just common sense things to help you become a better and more educated you. And that's really the goal of what we do with every podcast. And Maria, it's been an honor and pleasure to have you with me.
Thank you so much.
All right, and good luck to Revision. I mean, I love your skincare company. I love what you do, and I know every time I see you, you're always excited and you're doing new things, and I love that.
We love innovation.
We
Yes.
love it. I do too.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
Thank
it's
you
my
so
pleasure.
much.
You bet.